Alright, let's try this again. If you watch the other video I posted, the first piece was a little corrupted. The second part is good, but let me condense it here. So here's number 12 that we're talking about. And basically you're looking for factoring to solve this. But the first thing you should always look for is your greatest common factor, which is 5. Right, so take a 5 out of each of these. Of course, you can see your answer already, but I'll show you how we get to that. So if you take a 5 out, well, divide 5 into 20, so you get a 4r squared, whatever's left. Divide negative 45 by 5, which you get negative 9r, and divide 10 by 5, you get 2. So that's factored by a GCF. Right, as we go further though, remember if you've got a number in front, you have to multiply the two end numbers, this starts that m thing, to give you an 8. Then find what factors of 8, right, would multiplies to 8 and adds to give you negative 9. So that would be negative 1 and negative 8. So split it with both of those, keep the r's in there, because negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8. Negative 1 plus negative 8 is negative 9. So that fits the mold there, and then we drop down the 2 and drop down the 4r squared. So that creates the whole m thing. Right, so then from where we are, keep going down here, we're going to look for a GCF in this first parenthesis, which is just r. No numbers come out. A 1 you could pull out, but it doesn't really matter. So it's r times, divide both of these by an r, so 4r minus 1. Remember, distribute that in to check it and make sure you still get the same thing. Now once you do get that 4r minus 1, the other side has to also be 4r minus 1, so we put that there. And a negative 2 would go in front to multiply by 4r to give you negative 8r. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2, so this is fully factored. But we have to write it better, right, because it's equal to 0. So then what I did was I brought it back up here. So this r minus 2 becomes the first parenthesis. The 4r minus 1s, both of those become the second parenthesis. And notice this 5 comes along for the ride. It sits in front here. That is your GCF. It means something for factoring, but not for solving. All right, so as we're solving, here's the left side going down. We discard the 5. It means nothing. But we do set r minus 2 equal to 0, and we set 4r minus 1 equal to 0. When you solve the left side by adding 2, you're going to get a 2. And by doing this, you'll add the 1 over, so you get a 1, and divide by 4, so 1/4. Which, that's how we get our answer. You get the 2 from this, there's your 2, and the positive 1/4 from solving the left side. Right? That's why your answer is D for this one. So hopefully this makes more sense and is a little less confusing than the other video, which had an error in it. So take that, and that should be good for the other problems as well. Like number 14 here has a GCF, and you'll have to do the M thing. This direct M, no GCF. This is the M solving. Remember, it's the M or AC method, whatever you want to call it. This has a GCF, but still has the M inside it. So you'll see a lot of that factoring by the M method or the AC method, either way. All right? So use that to help you with today's lesson, and I'll check in with you soon.